There's a bug in my tea.
Looking at all of your articles, the most popular one on the charts, the one that gets the most rave reviews and read, is the one about the Muslim terrorist in Congress.
Got my bug out. Well, I mean, if you're talking convicted terrorists, that's Linda Sarsour, and she is not an elected official.
I wasn't talking about elected. I was talking about elected.
Oh, well, I mean, they haven't been convicted.
Well, that doesn't matter. We live in an age where accusation is all that we need. We're going to play the liberal game their way. We're going to accuse people of being terrorists without any proof or conviction, okay?
Hey, they don't do terrorists. They call us rapists.
That's fine. Yeah. We're just going to use but the axiom is the same. Accusations count, okay? Accusations matter, and we're supposed to have feelings. We're supposed to talk about feelings.
They're terrorizing our feelings.
Okay, so go ahead. Who's this person that you're talking about?
So yes, funny. So there's this big event, There's an event that's happening outside the Capitol building.
Yeah.
It was put on. It's the event was called Black Women Who Support Ilhan Omar.
Black women. Oh yeah.
So to like amp up everyone, they had.
Are you the only black woman there?
Or I was the only
white woman.
Yeah. So they have all this music going on about how they're unapologetic and they're black and black and black. Did you know they're black? They're black. Oh, they're black and black.
How many times did they say they were black? How many? Did you count the times that say they were black? They're black.
Oh my goodness. I mean, these people recognize the irony. Like, if anyone came up on the stage and had white skin, said, "I'm white, my white skin is beautiful," and they realize just how stupid he would. Right? They do realize this, right? Anyway,
no, they don't. No, they don't.
So they had a ton of speakers coming. Now they said the crowd size wasn't very big because they specifically invited influencers and activists rather than get a crowd to show.
But it was to honor this Omar creature, right?
Yes. So
this terrorist.
It was really, really. Now I'm not going to play that game of just throwing accusations out. I take accusations either seriously or not seriously.
You don't do it. I do it. Let me do it.
Oh, yeah.
He's a terrorist. Okay, that's my opinion. Okay.
So what really freaked me out more than anything else about this rally is how much they idolatrized her. I mean, it was really quite sick how they would literally scream, "We love you, Ilhan." It's like, no CPAC or Trump rally are people doing that about Trump. I mean, there's some whack jobs out there, to be sure, but I don't know of any crowd that was chanting, we love you, Trump. We're worshiping you, Trump. I mean, it really was culty. It was really, really
What
weird.
else do they have to worship? They're total material-ists.
I guess
they have nothing else to worship. There's no transcendence in their life.
The thing is, they weren't even really worshiping what she stands for necessarily. They're just worshiping the fact that she's black, she's a woman, and she's an immigrant, and she's a Muslim. Muslim. And she's a Muslim. I mean, I suppose, okay, she's a Muslim. I guess you respect her beliefs, but it's even on a theological standpoint, it's not very clear what she believes in terms of her Muslim faith.
Always believe a black woman, always believe a black woman, and always believe a Muslim woman. Always.
Well, yeah, but believe what? If somebody says they're a Christian, that could mean or they're Jewish, or they're Buddhist. That means so
Never believe a Christian. Never believe a Jew. Don't believe any of those people. Always believe a black woman Muslim.
So,
period.
So what? She's ranting and raving, but this is only after a lot of other people talked. So it's all in the sun. There's no chairs. I'm standing up, listening to these really loud microphones. I'm so tired. I'm just boring. It was just boring. It's so boring. They were not there. It's all hype. It's all empty words. Empty.
The only reason you say that, though, Alex, because you're not a black Muslim woman.
I guess so. I'm not a black Muslim woman.
No. So you should go to Santa Bumpkin Silly College, and they'll teach you how to be a black Muslim woman.
And I'll learn it from white people.
Oh, white people, yeah. White chemistry professors will teach you.
So,
Iranian men will teach you how, right? And
so
white
anyway,
stoners and white stoners will teach you.
so I'm there, and I basically walked off halfway through her speech. I was so tired. I called my editor up and look, hey, I was just at the thing. I mean, it wasn't very interesting. She said this, and she said that. And he goes, oh, well, why don't you write a story on that? I go, okay, well, so I sit down at a nice, quiet place, and I listen to the speech again so I can get the transcript going. I'm listening, and she announces that she is, that this is not the country of white people.
No.
Yes, it's in my headline. This is not the country for white people. Yes. And I mean, I'm very bored because they said statements similar to that throughout the whole speech.
Right.
I mean, this one woman called Angela Davis that was there. She is a member of the Communist Party.
Oh, Angela Davis. Yeah, I know her. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know her personally. I know of her.
Well,
I bet our listeners and our viewers don't know who's Angela Davis.
She's a commie. She's a black woman and she's a scholar. Well, they didn't say she was a communist. They mentioned that she was a scholar. And they also were worshiping Angela Davis. Now, I didn't know who she was, but I could tell everybody literally was worshiping her. They were, talking about how wonderful she is, how amazing she is, how she's a legend.
She's a lesbian too, right? She's a self-described lesbian.
Not surprise me at this point.
You see, your problem, Alex, is you are not a black Muslim lesbian. Muslim. That's your problem.
That's why
if you only were all these things, you would feel the way black female lesbian women Muslim.
Shut up and bend over and just let them do it because I can't understand anything. So I write the story. I think it's terribly. I personally thought the story was terribly boring.
Really?
Pretty run of the mill. Like, yeah, this crazy person said this crazy thing. Oh yeah, and I had to listen to all this other crazy nonsense. I post up. It explodes. It's my most popular. Report to date. It has. Last I checked, on Monday, which is 4 days ago, it had 33,000 shares. I think close to 70,000 views.
Whoa! Wow, nice.
So, I mean, it just goes to show.
I better go read that.
Yeah. I mean, I want to point one interesting thing happened. I posted it up. Hey, look, bunch of commies say these commie things. I had one guy respond back, what are you talking about? There's nothing communist about this. Copy paste Angela Davis, a former Communist Party member, right there. And then the guy, oh, well, you can't say that they're all communists because there was one communist there. I go, true, but they all kind of did,
They were worshiping this communist.
Yeah, she's like their mentor, and she's like their
thing. So
if
you worship Jesus, you probably are a Christian, correct?
Right? I'm just going to assume that.
I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with if you're worshiping somebody, you're probably that.
Right. I mean, it's one.
Maybe not. Maybe you could worship somebody and have nothing in common with them whatsoever.
No.
Maybe that's true. Maybe that's the way black lesbian Muslims operate.
I don't know. I've never really had a relationship with a black Muslim lesbian before. So you probably have. Why don't you tell me more about your relationship with black lesbian?
Never done Split the Dark Oak, eh?
Okay. What are you? The Canadian too? Is that it? Oh, a Canadian black Muslim immigrant lesbian.
I have had offers. I want you to know I've had offers.
Yeah, because you're the rave of all the black Muslim immigrants.
Yes, they all desire
Canada.
And they all desire a white man, you see.
Yes, oh wow. Their desire is you, the white man. Okay. Well, this Armenian is sitting out. Thank you very much.
Well, anyway, congratulations on having the most popular story. I'm sorry to hear that it was so disappointing to you personally, but you know what? You've learned a lesson about writing.
Everyone cares about boring things.
No. What you think is garbage, other people think is gold.
And no, and I don't care what other people think.